So, what do you do when your medicine tastes bad and you can tell because you're getting those swollen lymph nodes and like the scratchy throat, and you know something's coming up and it's not going to be good. But you don't think you're ready to like actually have a full doctor visit, and you want to do something to like head it off at the pass and boost that immune system.
And not have to take the bad medicine.
Yeah, so I would like to offer a suggestion for you that tastes magical and
Called magic honey.
and it has a happy effect on us for many reasons. So I'm Amanda Dumas. This is my honey bunny. She likes to help me as one of my 5 kids who are always doing fun little DIYs together. I love empowering kiddos specifically. I like the idea of if they already have the tools of some like high quality doTERRA essential oils in the home, let's make sure they know how to use those. Let's give them the education so they know the best practices. And then there's a lot of just awareness that you're able to like kind of grow into being able to customize these things yourself as you kind of take ownership of some of your own wellness goals. So that's what we're doing today, is making magic honey and taking care of some of our wellness goals, right? So we're going to start with some raw local honey. And do you guys already have a good source near you? We like Webb's Honey, which is down the street, down 50. Sometimes we'll pick up very large containers of it, and we love that. We also have a sweet friend from church, and she does Happy Bee Honey, and we love her stuff as well. We love the idea of knowing our beekeeper. Okay, so you're going to put half of it into your 8-ounce jar, and the reason why is because we're going to do some mixing, so we only do half, that way we have plenty of room to mix. All right, so this honey bun is going to start getting out the half teaspoon measuring cup, or measuring spoon, I meant to say, and she's going to get a little bit of ginger and some turmeric and some acerola powder. Okay, so she's going to start scooping some of those in and plopping them in the jar. Now, if you guys have ever tried doing things with the actual turmeric root or the actual ginger root, then you'll know that sometimes especially when it interacts with honey, it kind of becomes its own little beautiful monster. That's fine. Yeah, it's good. And so you may find that it's better to do, if you're going to keep it for more than a month or so, you're going to want to do the dried stuff. Here.
And also, this is what.
Okay, so here's our acerola cherry powder, and the reason that we got this kind specifically is because if you just go try to find a bottle of vitamin C off the shelf in one of the other places,
it's
many
not
times
work very well.
It'll very often have something like cornstarch in it or something. So so it should look something like this and shouldn't have a lot of caking action. Now you may notice that it tastes kind of tart. So, and then Honey Bun's gonna put a couple cranks of black pepper in here. The black pepper helps the turmeric, that looks great, to be a little bit more bioavailable for our bodies.
And it also looks cool that it floats on top of the honey.
Yeah.
And then I stir it.
Yes, you can, but yeah, they can't see it. Yep. Okay, so go ahead and get it stirred up real good. As she's stirring, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the essential oils that we're putting into here too. Okay, so we have 4 ingredients that are like dry powder ingredients, and again, you can make them the fresh ones for those 2 roots, but it does end up being a little bit messier. So if you're going to keep it around, just use the dry. We're going to use 4 essential oils also. And so we have myrrh. We're going to do 2 drops of myrrh, as you guys can see. And this is really great for any kind of infection that we might have. It also keeps the throat moist, especially if you have any kind of, what would we call that? Like, just anything that's not going well in your throat. It's great also for lungs and things like that. You'll notice that it has a very thick viscosity. It's taking a while to want to come out, right? It's still not actually coming. The drop of myrrh is one that reminds us that we have to be patient. is one of the oils from a tree, from the resin of a tree. And you know, trees do not move very fast. Have you guys ever noticed that? The same thing when we go to
Trees don't move at all.
yeah.
Unless the branches when the wind blows.
If you guys have ever watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy, you'll know that there are some tree people in there that are beautiful and known well for how long they take to say things, right? Okay, so we got one drop there. We're working on the second one. Honey Bun, maybe you can start working on the frankincense while we're waiting. Can we do that? Can you start working on that one?
How many drops do we need?
It's 2. Okay, so frankincense we love because it is the king of oils and it is so good for so many things. We love it for the health benefits that it offers in pretty much every part of our life. When in doubt, just bring Frank out. Okay, so we have our turmeric. It's 2, sweetie. So we have our 2 Frank, bloop, bloop, and the rest will go much, much faster. We're going to have her do the 6 lemon, and lemon is so good for cleansing. Anytime we have something that is tricky in our throat, we're going to want to have a little bit of lemon in any kind of mixture. This could be a different kind of citrus if you don't love lemon, but it's going to be fantastic. Now the On Guard is the one that does a lot of fantastic work for us. It is the one that's spicy though, so if you don't tend to like the spicy things, you might want to put a little bit less than 6, or if you love spicy things and you like the way Christmas tastes, then you might want to put more of the On Guard in there. Okay, so my honey bun's going to mix that up again, and as that assimilates, it'll make it much easier if we get it mixed into one kind of more cohesive blend to be able to add the rest of the honey on top. So remember, every time that we're doing this, we definitely want to make sure that we're cleaning up after ourselves. If you're making any messes, we want to go ahead and
I already did stir it.
Okay. You can sometimes see on the edge that the essential oils may kind of congregate a little bit on the edges, so you have to do like a little bit of extra stirring right there in the very beginning to kind of get them assimilated all the way together. All right, and we're going to go ahead and pour the rest of the honey up to about here. And she's going to do that while I have it set on the thing. So you guys will miss watching it, but it'll be easier for the kid DIY to not create any messes, right? Okay, when you're putting your label onto this later, okay, you go ahead and stir. When you're putting your label on this for Magic Honey, keep it to about the 1 teaspoon level as a serving size if you have lots of other kiddos in the house. If it's something more that's for grown-ups, or if you're just going to mix it into tea, which is fantastic. Some people I know even like to just put it on their toast in the morning if they're feeling a little bit under the weather. They may like to spread some on some toast and have a nice little gentle, easy to process breakfast. So those kinds of things are great ways to use it. Obviously, drizzling it on top of some apples would be a fantastic way to get a little bit extra wellness into you and the extra vitamin C. So I hope this is going to be a huge help to you. And remember, you can adjust the recipe based on your preferences. Maybe you need some copaiba because you're also having some aches and pains. Maybe you might want to put in I don't know, like some extra cinnamon if you're needing some help with how your sugar regulates. There's a lots of different variety of ways to do things. And of course, based on your flavor preferences as well. Cardamom is another beautiful one to add. Okay, I hope that really helps you guys know. We're going to do one more if you guys want to get a screenshot of this. Hopefully you guys are feeling super empowered and ready to take on any kind of weird things that start as the school season goes on. Remember, you can follow us on YouTube. We also have a Facebook group, Enamored with Nature Oil Education. That's a good place to find us. And I really look forward to continuing to support all you courageous, beautiful kiddos. Keep being courageous, keep loving your oils, and we'll see you next Friday at 4. Bye.
Bye.